And it's my pleasure to welcome all of you to the tonight's celebration. It's the dedication of the Sandy Lundberg Library at Casteel High School. First thing I want to do tonight is ask you to rise for the presentation of colors by the Basha Casteel Perry High Air Force Junior ROTC, and remain standing while Mackenzie Burcham performs our national anthem and Cooper Christensen provides our Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence.
Color guard, halt, center, face, flags, colors reverse, march, present, colors,
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for a moment of silence. Thank you.
order, colors, ready, face, forward, march. Guide.
Thank you, students. You may be seated. I don't know about all of you. The first thing I want to do tonight was hug Sandy, and I got to remind myself we're doing fist bumps, so in Sandy's health interest, of course. So I'm going to introduce our superintendent at this time. We're going to keep the program moving along. Turn it over to Dr. Camille Casteel, our school's namesake. Okay, Annette first. Okay. Let me introduce first of all Annette Oxier. And Annette is our longest tenured school board member in CUSD history, finishing her 20th year. And of course, you know, we have a school named down the street after her and her husband, Gary Oxier, a well-known doctor in our community. So Annette.
It's not often that we take the privilege of saying a prayer at one of our school meetings, but I'm going to say a prayer tonight for our reflection. Dear Heavenly Father, we are here tonight to name and dedicate the library at Casteel High School. It will be named for the first principal and our dear friend, Sandy Lundberg. Sandy has always had a warm and welcoming spirit with a desire to make life better for those around her. With her thirst for knowledge, it is appropriate that we name the library for her. So we dedicate this library for our students and staff that it might be a source of information, that it will make their lives fuller and happier, where students can feel welcomed and be safe as they learn and socialize. We are grateful for this beautiful facility, the books and the technology, but we are even more grateful for our students and staff. Today, we are especially grateful for this woman of faith who is kind, encouraging, and cheerful in the face of adversity. It is our prayer that we may honor Mrs. Lundberg by following in her footsteps each day. And I say this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Mrs. Oxier. Now I'm going to turn over the program to our school's namesake, Dr. Camille Casteel. This is Dr. Casteel's 47th year in Chandler Unified and 22nd as superintendent. Her leadership, along with our visionary board, is one of the reasons why Chandler Unified has such a strong reputation in not only our community, but our state. Please join me in a warm welcome to Camille Casteel.
Good evening. Welcome to all of Sandy's family. I hope she might try to name them all. I think 7, 8 brothers, sisters. It's quite large. So welcome. I know you all traveled to be here tonight, and it's wonderful that you're here to join in the celebration. I'd like to read the resolution. I'll say a few personal words, and then we'll let Sandy speak. And I think the staff has something they intend to do, and the Sun Lakers, so we'll get on with it. Sandy Perron Lundberg joined the Chandler Unified School District in August of 2010. Though she has been a part of CUSD for just 8 years, the brevity of her tenure belies the great impact she has had on our district. At Hamilton High, Arizona College Prep Oakland, and as the Director of Curriculum, she established her reputation as a bright light of emerging talent, leadership, and promise for the future of CUSD. As principal of Dr. Camille Casteel High School, she fulfilled that promise by creating a premier high school with a reputation for academic excellence, athletic prowess, and most important, success for every student. One of 9 children, Sandy was born and raised, I'm not going to ask you what the order is here. So, Sandy was raised in White Bear Lake in the heart of Minnesota farmland. Her parents, hardworking and devout, struggled to make ends meet and consistently stressed the value of education and hard work. Sandy, who clearly remembers being one of the first recipients of the federal free and reduced lunch program, credits her upbringing for her work ethic, her staunch belief in doing the right thing, and her core conviction that no child should be limited by the circumstances of their social status. Sandy attended the colleges in Minnesota, St. Benedict and St. Joseph, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Instrumental Music in 1987, and soon earned her BA in Vocal Music Instruction. She obtained her master's degree from St. Mary's University in 2000 and completed her administrative certificate in 2006. Her first teaching positions were in Little Fork, Big Falls, teaching instrumental music to K-12 students and teaching classes at the nearby International Falls Community College. A much-loved teacher, she would teach for another 18 years, being named Regional Music Director of the Year in both 2004 and 2005. Sandy married a fellow musician, Bill Lundberg, in 1997. Together, they shared a dream of basking in the Arizona sunshine. So Sandy and Bill started making plans for moving to the Southwest before Melissa started school. Now, daughter Maggie had not yet made her entrance into the family. In 2010, Sandy learned of an assistant principalship opening at Hamilton High. She quickly applied and was hired. In 2012, a mere 2 years later, she was promoted to the position of principal of Chandler's premier junior high Arizona College Preparatory Oakland campus. She was responsible for transitioning the school from a traditional academy approach to the college prep approach. Because it was still a relatively new concept in the district, Sandy was the heart and soul of establishing the campus culture, which required careful navigation between being elite but not elitist. Her vision for the school was realized, and with the hard work and dedication of the staff and students, ACP Oakland's student test scores were among the highest in the state by the end of Sandy's second year. 2 years, 2014, Sandy was recruited, well, actually, she was just placed there, so she was recruited to take on the district-wide responsibility for Director of Curriculum for the district. She responded by bringing into the position all the energy, passion, and persistence that is consistent with her work ethic. However, her time there was limited, as she was needed for a job that she refers to as her dream job, a labor of love that was high on her bucket list. In 2015, Sandy was selected to open the last comprehensive high school built in the Chandler School District and named for the superintendent. The blend of skills that Sandy brought to Casteel High was a perfect match for the job at hand. Known throughout the district as an outstanding instructional leader, she also had an incredible ability to put together a multifaceted plan, develop a strong and cohesive team, and create a culture of energy and success that has astounded all observers. Added to that incredible array of skills was her passion for learning and teaching, as well as the unwavering belief that every child's capacity to learn. From the beginning, Sandy knew how she wanted to shape the future of Casteel High School, and she selected team members who could and would share her philosophy and vision. And the bedrock of her vision was the legend of the white buffalo. Casteel High, the students, the staff, and the entity itself would be uncommon and rare. The 1 in 10 million, the white buffalo. They would not be ordinary. They would be rare, unique, and awe-inspiring. They would excel at everything, no matter how big or small. Courage, character, commitment are words that have guided Sandy's life and now stand as the motto for Casteel High. She lived by these words every single day as she built the Casteel culture around hard work, kindness, and excellence. No one at Casteel worked harder or longer than Sandy, and her staff members were well accustomed to hearing the incredibly fast-paced tap-tap-tap of her high schools in the hallways. Her frequent sayings such as, "I need to percolate on that," or, "That's a true story." And her no-nonsense tone when she talks about one of Casteel's non-negotiables brings a smile to the faces of students, staff, and I would say her colleagues throughout the district. We certainly know that it's a true story. Sandy's love of reading and research is well known among her staff. The bookshelf in her office is jam-packed with books about education, and Sandy has read every single one, some more than once. It seems fitting that the library is to be named in her honor, It reflects her love of learning. One cannot argue the success of Casteel High in its brief first 3 years. The academic, the athletics, fine arts awards far outpace most newly opened schools. The multitude of open enrollment applications are testimony to the fact that this school is unique and wonderful. Like the white buffalo, Sandy's rare and uncommon combination of brilliance, passion, charisma, and drive has laid the foundation for decades of success. It's my honor, and I think Mrs. Oxier said it, the governing board would like to present you with this framed resolution. There'll be one, this one will hang in the library with the resolution I just read, and there's one for your home and your family to enjoy. Maybe we'll get a photograph with the board in the library if that's okay. Now, Sandy, before I turn it over to you, I promise this will be brief, but now I get to talk on a personal note. Is Susan Eisinger here? Oh, she's in the back. I want you to know she was the author primarily of this document. She is the former assistant superintendent. This building is named in her honor, and she is a fabulous writer. She interviewed and talked to so many of you and tried to put it in 2 pages and did a beautiful job. Thank you, Susan. Now for the real Sandy. On a personal note, little did I know that my life would change on April 16th, 2010. Remember? 2:30 in the afternoon. I met Sandy Lundberg for the very first time, was totally enamored at the end of our interview, and I proudly forwarded her name to the school board for employment. She continues to radiate positive energy, and is just someone you want to be around. You can probably surmise that she came through the ranks pretty quickly. We didn't let her stay long and always had a new job for her to do. And she was successful at every turn. When this school on Power and Riggs was conceived, Sandy was the obvious choice. She was the first leader that came to mind. We plunked her out of the director's role. Let's build this school kind of small and let it grow gradually. Kind of like, in the cabinet, my superintendents would all do, kind of a slow burn. Let's just let this kind of school, it's on the edge of the district, we need to relieve pain. Well, it was a slow burn for about 3 seconds. Then, that was before the groundbreaking. If some of you were there at the groundbreaking ceremony, and she started a flash fire with her passion and vision, and it lit the place up. The school has grown more rapidly than anticipated. She has laid a tremendous foundation, but she has put all of us to work trying to keep up. We're about ready to start phase 5, and whoever thought we'd get past phase 2. So you might say Sandy was really into the whole idea of opening a new school. She told me on more than one occasion that was her dream come true. Holding her back, or at least slowing her down, was the challenge. I can remember one conversation when she shared her vision and plans, and frankly, I was exhausted by the time she finished. And I thought, I don't think I could keep up with her as a teacher. And I said, Sandy, you don't have to do all of this the first year. We don't have the school open. You can just slow it down. Just take a little chunk off here. And I thought she really took my advice to heart, because things calmed down for about 10 days. And it wasn't a couple months later, and I'm hearing, gosh, Sandy needs this. The school hasn't opened its doors. Sandy wants this. She needs this. It's from a blue track to a dome stadium, more textbooks. She wanted to move the bookstore, the career. We didn't have, I can't even tell you. I'd say, Sandy, called her. I said, Sandy, just because the school is named after me doesn't mean you're going to get any more. In fact, it could work against you because everybody's watching to see if I favor you. Remember that conversation? I said, so we're just going to kind of just grow this. And I said, Chandler High is 100 years old. So finally I tried, Sandy, You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. She said, that's a true story. I said, Sandy, Rome. She goes, I know, but this isn't Rome. This is Casteel High. I have seen many leaders over the course of my career. Truly outstanding. The extraordinary leaders, in my opinion, have, one, the intellect. They have the technical knowledge and the resourcefulness. If they don't have the answer, they go find it. Secondly, they have a bit of charisma. They have the ability to motivate others to higher levels of motivation, and they're engaging. Three, they care, and they want to help others achieve their goals. They put the needs of others in front of their own. Fourth, and finally, they have what I call a fire in their belly. They're driven. They're driven to make sure all our students experience success. Sandy Lundberg's leadership style is like that of the white buffalo, because rarely do you find the total package. And Sandy is just that, the total package. Sandy, thank you for coming into our lives and changing our small world in Chandler Unified School District for the better. You've made me a better person, a better leader, and I love you. Thank you.
Madam President, Governing Board, Dr. Casteel, Casteel community, friends, students, guests, and family. I am so touched by your presence here tonight to honor me with the dedication of Casteel High School Library. Truly, I thought that I was done with dedications for a while. But after thinking about it, I was okay with this one. Throughout my life, I have been a reader. When people walk in my office, they often comment on my full bookshelf, asking if I've actually read all of the books. The answer is yes. In fact, when teachers or colleagues come to me with a question, it is not uncommon for me to say, I've got just the book for you. Because of my passion for books, I truly feel that the dedication of the library in my name is honoring the educator, researcher, and lifelong learner that I have strived to become. I have always felt that the library is the heart and soul of the community and school, and research shows that a good librarian, which we have, can dramatically increase student achievement. Historically, the librarian was the mean lady behind the counter, shushing students and checking out books. That is no longer the case. Our library is placed where personal connections are made every day. In fact, it is not unusual for our librarian, Christine Diaz, or her assistant, Erin Green, to call a student down for a book that she has found that fits with that student's his or her reading interests. Modern libraries aren't hushed shelves of untouched books. Modern libraries, like ours, are a hub of activity of all sorts. Our library hosts club meetings, poetry readings, chess competitions, and a maker space where students can come and relax while weaving, programming robots, or making origami. It is anything but untouched. It is a fabulous library. Students' identities are not shaped by, in a fabulous library. Students' identities are not shaped by their color, religion, gender, or discipline history. Students who have made issues socially or academically can come to the library and fulfill their soul without judgment. It is a place of welcome to all. The library is the great balance scale in life. And both rich and poor can come enriched in the library. Those less fortunate can create their own libraries of fortune, and that is a true story. My family has come, and some close friends have traveled from many states to be here tonight. I cannot tell you how much it means to me to have my family gathered around me for this honor. I grew up in a large family with 8 girls and 1 boy, all of whom are here tonight. It was an after-school ritual when we were brought our library books home that our mom would read to us our favorite book of those we had checked out. I also remember when my father was sick that he would spend hours reading his Western novel series. My parents instilled in me a passion for books. I would also like to thank my husband Bill, my daughters Margaret and Melissa, for their support of my educational and professional endeavors. Sorry, I just need my take a sip. If the president can do it, I can do it. I want to recognize my brothers and sisters and friends who have traveled so far to attend this dedication ceremony. Please stand as I call your name, from oldest to youngest. My sister Barbara Vincent, Terry Radford, Julie Allen, Michelle Perrin, Rosalie Kondrashek, Nancy Cernia, and Angela Franey. My brother Bill, along with his significant others, and his daughters Anna and Madeline. My brother-in-law Jerry Lundberg. My aunt Millie Cook and her sister Linda. We have a whole lot of friends that have traveled far from Becker. Some are now snowbirds, but we have a whole group there. I'd like to recognize them as well. You can see that relationships is what I believe to be the bedrock of everything that we do, and these individuals have just really helped shape everything that I have tried to do. My friend, and much more than that, Sandy and Jim Forster. Mary Nelson, Cheryl and Gary Wickham, Brenda Johnson, and Chris Enkin. We have a whole group here from the Rotary. The Rotary is so blessed, myself, and being a part of that organization is such a privilege to be among such amazing individuals that have done amazing things in their life that now choose to give back to the community and still continue to make a difference. And so I just want to thank my Rotary fellows for being here tonight and to really just welcome me so sincerely into your club and everything that you've done for the school and for me. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize those close friends who are here locally tonight. I call them my inner circle. So you are in my inner circle if you are here tonight, and I mean that sincerely. That I could not do what I do without you and your support. Throughout one's life, you also have special mentors who have helped you along the way. One special saying that I will never forget came from Dr. Fred Dupree. He said, one should never forget where they come from and who helped them along the way. So don't you forget, Sandy. And I never forgot. We hear so much about paying it forward, but we also can't forget to look backward. For me, those people include Nancy Helmer, Fred Dupree, Craig Gilbert, Dr. Craig Gilbert, Frank Narducci, Frank Fletcher, and Meg Genesello. White Buffalo, you are so dear and so amazing. I cannot say enough about how amazing you are. When we talk about white buffaloes, we talk about how they are first of all real. They are rare. They are born 1 in every 10 million births. They are awe-inspiring and they are irreplaceable. That is you, teachers and staff. There are many Native American tribes that consider the white buffalo to be sacred. In that same vein, you are inspiring me and worthy of the highest regard. As I stated at the school board meeting and would like to reiterate here tonight, I cannot thank you enough, Camille, for all your mentorship and guidance. You are truly a great woman. Opening your school was a dream come true for me. We teach our students to dream big and be committed to fulfilling their specific and unique destiny. But not many individuals in their lifetime have the opportunity to fulfill a lifelong dream. In opening Casteel High School, I have not only been able to fulfill a dream, but also able to develop lasting friendships, a legacy for the school, and memories with my family and dear friends. Thank you so much.
Leave it to Sandy to have some great words for us, Sandy. Kind of dry in the house tonight, that's for sure. Thank you for all you've done and for your great messages. Hey, I want to introduce two people I missed earlier. A couple of former school board members, if you'll stand up. Donna Wallace. Donna, where are you? Donna Wallace, here you are. I mentioned that Annette Sears served for 20 years. She actually replaced Donna Wallace in 1998 when she got elected to the city council. The city charter wouldn't allow her to serve on the city council and the school board, and we were fortunate. We lost a real great leader in Donna and got a real great one with Annette Oxier. And also Danelle Tarwater is with us. They were on the board a number, 20 years and more before now, but there still is great followers of ours, great supporters of the district. We appreciate you coming. I'm going to turn over the rest of the program to the school. Tom?
As Sandy mentioned, she's a member of the Rotary Club, and they weren't all able to be here, but they did send a video that they'd like us to play for you. Sandy, I know how important the fight song was for you when we got that commission, so as a staff, we're going to sing you the fight song. We've also got a banner that's hanging in the gym with fight song words for our students to sing. Staff, please join me. We've also got the words so that you guys can join us as well. We practiced today several times and we need your help.
I got it memorized. Thank you.
On the fields of our Casteel, where the mighty eagles run free, strike up the band, hear the cheer of the fans as they shout for victory. Fight, fight, take the ball, come down and score, get it back and score some more. We'll never waver and you'll never fall, all for one and one for all. Let's go! Colts, let's go, Colts!
For each of our dedications, we've added a piece to our school culture. To honor Sandy and continue her vision, each quarter of school, Casteel staff will present deserving students with the White Buffalo Award pin. These recipients will represent the essence of a growth mindset, embracing the challenges of perseverance through the pillars of courage, character, and commitment. Honorees will be awarded this accolade for showing grit and determination to be better themselves no matter the circumstances. Additionally, at the end of each school year, Casteel administration will recognize one student and one staff member by adding their name to our White Buffalo commemorative plaque. These individuals will truly represent what it means to believe in the power of yet and stretch themselves beyond the imaginable. Together, both of these distinguished awards will celebrate Sandy, her enthusiasm, energy, and never-ending smile that has encouraged each of us to be the best we can be each and every day. Thank you, Sandy. We have plaques for Melissa and Maggie and Bill, commemorating the White Buffalo Award pin. At this time, we're going to dismiss the board and Sandy and her family to the library. The rest of us can stay here. We are going to stream back the ribbon cutting from the library back to the Performing Arts Center. Yes, and then after you can come down and we have refreshments and you can see Sandy.
Not sure if Dr. Casteel is going to say anything. Is this on? We wanted to thank you all for coming tonight, and if you'd like to join us for a reception, right out the doors and down to your left and through the front entrance, we will have light refreshments for everyone that's here. Thank you guys for coming.